You've been told seafood is healthy. But what if I told you that your favorite seafood may be quietly blocking blood flow to the very parts of your body you need most? And worse, it could be stealing your intimacy, your energy, and your manhood. When was the last time you truly felt like yourself? As a man. When I first started treating older men in my clinic over 2 decades ago, the biggest concerns they brought up were predictable joint pain, cholesterol, maybe a little fatigue. But over the last 10 years, something changed, quietly, but consistently. I began hearing a very different concern. "Doc, I feel like a different man. I still love my wife, but the connection just isn't there anymore. And I can't explain why." That's when I realized this wasn't about relationships. It was about circulation. What if it's not your age, but what's on your plate? I'll see. As men age past 60, blood vessels that were once wide and elastic begin to harden and narrow. It's not your fault. This is what aging does unless we actively reverse it. But here's the part no one tells you. The food you thought was helping you, that plate of grilled shrimp, that fancy scallop appetizer, that so-called healthy seafood salad, could be slowly sabotaging your blood flow where it matters most. Not just your heart, not just your brain, but also your performance, your energy, and your intimacy. Circulation doesn't just decline with age, it collapses with the wrong foods. Let's get real. Blood flow is life. Without strong circulation, your hands and feet get cold, your brain gets foggy, your strength declines, and in private moments, your body doesn't respond like it used to. But this isn't weakness. This isn't masculinity fading. It's biology, and biology can be changed. The 3 seafoods silently choking your blood flow. Let's start with what's working against you. Shrimp. It's on every heart-healthy menu. But did you know just 3 ounces of shrimp contains more than half your daily cholesterol limit? That's 180 milliliters in a small serving, and your liver, which slows down after 60 struggles to keep up. Over time, that excess cholesterol stiffens your arteries, raises your blood pressure, and blocks the nitric oxide your body needs to signal, "Open the vessels. Let the blood flow." One of my patients, Gerald, 74, ate shrimp religiously, thought it was doing him good. But his lab results told a different story. Elevated LDL, early signs of endothelial dysfunction, and chronic fatigue he couldn't explain. Oh, and shrimp contains a protein called tropomyosin, which gets harder to digest with age. That's why older men suddenly develop shellfish allergies they never had before. Imitation crab. Looks like crab, right? Smells like it too. But this stuff is just processed fish paste, mixed with sugar, starch, salt, and flavoring chemicals. A single serving can hit you with 700 plus sols and drawers of sodium, deadly for aging kidneys and blood pressure. And guess what? A 2020 study showed that imitation crab spikes blood sugar almost as fast as white bread. If you're pre-diabetic, and many older men are, This isn't just bad, it's dangerous. Roller coaster blood sugar, belly fat, hormone imbalance, poor circulation, and worse, compromised bedroom performance. Scallops elegant. Yes. Healthy. Not quite. Scallops are filter feeders. They soak up heavy metals from ocean water, especially cadmium. This nasty metal doesn't leave your body easily. It accumulates in your kidneys, damages their filtration, and silently raises your blood pressure over time. Even worse, scallops are shockingly low in omega-3s, less than 30 milliliters of EPA, DHA in 100 grams. That's 1/10 of what your arteries need to fight inflammation and stay flexible. So what happens when you remove these? Let me share what happened with a man named Henry, 70. He had tried everything: testosterone shots, fancy supplements, even prescription meds. Nothing really changed. We took away the shrimp, scallops, and imitation crab. And then we added one humble marine food that almost no one was talking about. Sea moss, the forgotten marine superfood. It doesn't smell like much. It's not fancy. But this ocean-grown plant, sometimes called Irish moss, contains over 90 trace minerals that your aging body quietly craves. Magnesium, potassium, iodine, iron, selenium, all in their natural, bioavailable form. But here's the real magic. Sea moss contains soluble fibers, natural amino acids, and collagen precursors, nutrients that your arteries use to rebuild their lining, smooth inflammation, and boost nitric oxide production. Why nitric oxide matters more than testosterone? Nitric oxide is the yes signal of your blood vessels. It tells them relax, expand, let the blood flow. When you're young, your body makes plenty, but after 60 levels can drop by up to 75%, and that means cold hands and feet. Slow recovery. And yes, poor response during intimacy. Sea moss steps in by reducing inflammation in the endothelial lining, feeding beneficial gut bacteria that support hormone balance, by boosting nutrient absorption, so the good food you eat actually gets used, rebuilding from the inside out. Remember Henry? He didn't just eat sea moss and magically feel 25 again. But here's what did happen. Within 14 days, his digestion improved, his energy rose, and one morning, he came into my office with a quiet grin and said, "Doc, my wife noticed something last night, something good." I didn't need to ask further. Sea moss had helped him restore something more important than function confidence. How to actually use it the easy way. Forget supplements or pills. Here's what I tell my patients. 1. Take dried sea moss. You can find it online or at natural markets. 2. Rinse thoroughly and soak it overnight. 3. Blend into a smooth gel. 4. Refrigerate and use 1 to 2 tablespoons daily. Add it to smoothies, teas, soups, or just eat it off the spoon. Avoid boiling heat kills some active compounds. Simple, gentle, and for most men, surprisingly effective, sea moss isn't just about circulation. Here's what most people miss. When you heal your circulation, everything improves. Your skin glows more because blood finally reaches the surface. Your joints feel looser because inflammation subsides. Your mood lifts because your brain gets oxygen again. Your sleep improves because your nervous system calms. And yes, your intimacy returns because your confidence follows blood flow. This isn't a miracle. It's biology, supported the way nature intended. The gut-heart intimacy connection, another secret power of sea moss. Its effect on your gut lining. Mucilage, a gel-like fiber in sea moss, soothes your intestines, heals micro-tears, and helps your body absorb zinc, magnesium, and even testosterone-building nutrients. When your gut is inflamed, which happens more as you age, you absorb less and excrete more. Sea moss helps seal the gut, feed healthy bacteria, and rebalance your entire system from digestion to hormones. In short, it gives your body a fighting chance to be a man again. One final truth I wish every man over 60 knew: you're not failing. You're just under-supported. It's not that your drive disappeared, it's that your body hasn't been given what it truly needs to function at its best. And sometimes, the answer isn't a pill or a prescription. It's a simple, natural step forward, taken consistently. Just like Henry, just like Leonard, just like thousands of men I've helped restore, not just their blood flow, but their dignity, strength, and connection. The power of simple, consistent choices. If there's one lesson I've learned after decades of helping men over 60 reclaim their vitality, it's this. Your body hasn't forgotten how to heal. It just needs the right support and a little patience. You don't need to overhaul your entire life overnight. You don't need to become a gym rat or a superfood expert. You simply need to start by removing what's quietly harming you, like the wrong seafoods, and adding back in what fuels healing, like sea moss. It's not magic. It's not hype. It's restorative nutrition nature giving your body what modern life has slowly stripped away. And when you give your arteries what they need, when you support your gut, your hormones, your blood flow, you begin to feel like yourself again. Not the young man you once were, but the wiser, stronger man you were meant to become. You sleep better. You wake up clearer. You move more freely. And in those private moments that matter, you reconnect with your partner and with yourself. That's not just health. That's freedom. Now it's your turn. So now the question is, what will you do with this knowledge? Will you keep eating the same things that quietly choke your energy and intimacy? Or will you give your body a fighting chance to thrive one simple choice at a time? If this message resonated with you, I encourage you to start by removing shrimp, imitation crab, and scallops from your weekly meals. Then, introduce 1-2 tablespoons of sea moss gel daily into your routine. Stay consistent for 21 days, and just notice what changes. And if you want guidance on what a full week of circulation-boosting meals looks like, meals that support your arteries, energy, hormones, and connection, make sure to subscribe, because I'm releasing a complete 7-day food plan very soon. Leave a comment below and let me know. Have you tried sea moss before? What's your biggest challenge with circulation or intimacy right now? Your story could inspire someone else to take their first step. And if you found this video valuable, please, like this video. Share it with a friend, a son, a brother, someone who needs to hear this truth. Subscribe so you never miss another tip designed specifically for men over 60 who want to feel strong, confident, and connected again. You are not too old. It is not too late. And your best days full of energy, purpose, and connection are still ahead. Let's take that first step together.